Hi guys, FrostFangs here. Today we're going to be playing some Dredge. I've been picking them up quite a bit more recently, and I thought I'd show off the two different ways I've been playing him. Paladins always freezes when that song ends, a bit of a quicker intro than usual, because I think I prefer that than the slightly extended one that I've had for ages. But yeah, we've got two different setups, the Harpoon one and the Standard one, both of which I've kind of shown before, which is why I want to go through this pretty quick. The Standard one is the thing that you see all the time, extra health, bit of extra jump height after you teleport, really useful to have level 1, don't know why you'd ever have this above that. Then we have heal around the F, shield and a bit of extra ammo. Then we also have the Harpoon setup if you're going to be spamming it. Mortal Skewer did get nerfed, but it's still really good. We've got ammo gen, which I like to have level 3. You can also run it without this if you want, but I find it to be really useful. Then the heal and the other stuff. Did accidentally kind of end up taking a week off, so I'm coming back quite refreshed. I'm going to be doing the tank tier list video sometime soon. If you've got any other requests, let me know in the comments. There's a code on screen for the battle pass. First to claim it, congratulations, enjoy a battle pass. Shouts to Hi-Rez, of course, for providing the code, and let's jump into game 1. Might have run through that a little bit too quickly, but the code is already claimed. Whenever the video goes up, like half a second after that section in the video, some people even skip ahead sometimes, it gets claimed, and what you usually do is you just go to the store, then account and redeem codes. If you were wondering, I've got a few left, which I'll give out over the next couple of videos, so stay tuned, turn notifications on, all that stuff. Anyway, for game 1, we're on King of the Hill, Marauder's Port. We've got Azan, we've got a Sati, a Maeve, and a Ceres. Pretty balanced team there. And then for this, I had a Term, a Kinessa, a Grok, a Maeve, and a Sky. So I usually go for Hurl if I'm going to go against snipers, so maybe here would be a good situation for it. Also because for the Maeve, I guess we'll give it a shot. Although I will say I prefer standard Dredge. I don't really go for the Hurl setup that often, so I might be a little bit rusty with it. I did play a game with it already today, so I don't really have much of an excuse, but Hurl is definitely the one I'm less comfortable with compared to just spamming and going for a bit spike. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Haven and Nimble, which isn't a usual start with Dredge either, but again, just because of the Maeve and the Kinessa, I'm a little bit worried, which is why we're also going for the Hurl setup. We've got Persistence, Window Opportunity, Rogue's Gambit, Mortal Reach. Then for their side, Maelstrom, Undying, Steady Aim, Cat Burglar, and Debilitate. I'm a little bit worried here, but I'm trying to play the point. There's some blasts for the Term. He should be dead, right? There we go, that was pretty easy. We'll throw another one down just here. I'm very tempted to teleport and jump, but I don't think you actually get high enough. I think you're a little bit short. There goes the Ceres to the Kinessa. I think she's at the back. There's a Q for her. We'll throw some more over. I, for some reason, still think they're spawning over there, even though it's King of the Hill. It's one thing I always do on this map. You definitely can go for Death Hands and the Harpoon setup, but I feel like if you've got the ammo card in there, you definitely don't need it as much as you usually would. I feel like if I go for standard Dredge, I need to always grab Death Hands. With this, just occasionally. Dead to the Kinessa. I was on the wrong side. Positioning was garbage. We'll go for some more Nimble. I feel like it's pretty important on Dredge. Not everybody grabs it. I feel like Life Rip is common, but I don't really grab it on Dredge very often. Instead, I grab Nimble. It's definitely situational though. There goes the Grok. I don't know how I even killed him. Can we get rid of the Nessa here too? We'll drop the Q down. There's some ammo gen. She's dead. Can we get rid of the Kinessa? This is such a janky play and I can't even get the finish. There's the Q. I missed it. She's still dead. That was so bad, but leaving that all in the video, that was atrocious. See if we can get some long range Dredge shots. I'm not very good at doing this, but I know some people are god tier at it. See if we get some damage. If I get even 100, I'll be happy. Everybody's dead though, so never mind. I didn't even get a chance. I was actually pretty well positioned though. That wasn't terrible. Grok's going for the ult. There's a Q. There's a Q. We do obviously have a ton of sustain. It's a little bit worse than it was before. It used to be 400. I think now it's 350. Kinessa playing very weird. Hello, Grok. There is a Q. Just going to do this for the sustain, really, but he's dead anyway. Term is all the way up there. Somehow, I think he must have got right-clicked when he effed. I don't know. Sky's ulting. Azan Wall there pretty clutch. Wasn't actually sure how that interaction worked with Azan Wall, but there goes the Sky. She retreated over there. Do we go for more Haven? Yeah, I guess I'm just going to go for tankiness. I wasn't really going to. I was going to go for Cauterize and Death Hands, but I feel like here kind of makes sense. There goes the Kinessa. Dredge really isn't that hard to play. One of those characters that I feel pretty comfortable with just running around and putting in like a medium amount of effort. That's the Ceres ult. There goes everybody. Well bloody done. Ceres and Dredge is a disgusting combo, just in case that wasn't super obvious. The map also definitely plays into me grabbing Hurl because we can do stuff like this, which you usually wouldn't really be able to do. You could kind of do it with Abyss Spike, which is very similar to this. It's just slightly modified the way you play around it. Term running in, just trying to blast behind him, didn't really work. We'll throw some right clicks, which are actually blocked by Term. Didn't know that. We'll throw another one. We'll put our ult just there as well. I think I'm dead any second. We did deal some good damage, but don't know why exactly I feel so weirdly out of place. But Azan went for the ult, just going to try and blast around the Term. He's dead here for sure. There's a Q for the Grok. I just felt my accuracy is a little bit off more than usual. Kinessa's over there. There's an 800 for the Grok. He's dead. Well done, Maeve. We'll throw some right clicks over. I don't really want to run over because the Kinessa's just looking right at us. Points moved over. There goes the Nessa. Pretty juicy left clicks. I feel like so many maps play into Dredge's just left click bounces. There are so many good spots for it. Like we just got a triple for free. I barely even did anything. Just use the angles right. I feel like the more map knowledge you have, the better Dredge gets. He's not hard to play, but he definitely scales with how much you know about Paladins. Kinessa just spawning behind us. I'm going to try and do something. Don't know how I didn't die there. Should have got punished for that, to be honest. Grok went for the ult. Don't really have to worry about that very much. It doesn't deal enough damage for us to care with our regen. There goes the Sky for free. Let's throw a Q here on the Grok, which missed, but he's still dead. That's a double. Bounces on the Maeve. Kness is also just there. Is everybody lagging or is it just me? I feel like other people are also sliding around. Ping says 62, but the ping counter might as well be nothing. Kness is on me just here. Sarah's went for the ult but didn't pull anybody. She's teleporting in. I was worried about the Knessa putting in like a lot of work, but luckily she's not causing me too much trouble. I say as I nearly die, I'm just going to ult and teleport. This is so janky. I don't know what's happening with the servers right now. I know they've been kind of bad, but that was atrocious. I feel like I should have got that kill 2 times over, but I'm dead. I don't know if it's me lagging or the Knessa lagging, but that's the first time in this game where it's been particularly terrible. Don't know when I decided to turn this video into sort of a Dredge tutorial, but anyway, there we go. There is the victory. Well-deserved win. I would say they barely were able to play the point. They didn't really have a team for it. We did, although their turn was not really focusing me at all, which he probably should have been. I don't feel like he was absorbing my blasts very often. So yeah, there we go. There are the stats for game 1. We don't have a crazy stat, better than I was expecting, 15 through 50k, but obviously 50k in comparison to everybody else there is pretty good. It's about 10k over everybody. Maeve did great, Zahn did solid, Sati played a bit weird but didn't do bad, Sarah's did pretty good. I reckon if their turn was pressuring me more, I would have had a way harder time there. Same thing with the Maeve and the Knessa. The Knessa was pretty good, tried to do the best on their side. Grok was fine, and Sky played kind of weird, but Riku jumping to a game 2, that one felt a little bit uneven, but then again, it was not that far off. I feel like I should try and explain why I don't play Hurl as much as I play kind of the standard setup with Abyss Spike. I really do like Abyss Spike. It was one of those things that I liked a lot before it was kind of meta, and now it is one of those really popular talents alongside the other two. There was a while when it was not very good, but I really do like Abyss Spike, even though it isn't the best thing to grab in every situation. I feel like Hurl is really good and should be in the game. Same thing with Skull. I kind of want Abyss Spike to be integrated into his base kit. Let's say it was like 500, 800 damage or something instead of a K, and then he got something else instead of Abyss Spike, just because it feels really natural and works really well with the way Dredge, I feel like, plays. And because it feels so natural, whenever I go for Scuttle, it feels like whatever. I just miss the mine and get a buff to the reload, which feels like a pretty normal trade-off. But Hurl specifically is kind of changing the way you're meant to play Dredge, and it's a little bit too much for me. It isn't the way I usually like to play him, because he's a relaxed character for me. I don't want 100 things to manage. I don't want to bounce the Q and everything else. I just want to use my normal sort of abilities, play some mine every now and again, maybe reload spam if that's the way I want to play that game, and not worry about using the Q for like range damage, if that makes sense. Don't feel like I did a good job of explaining that at all, but basically Hurl is just altering Dredge in a way that makes him not specifically the reason why I usually grab Dredge in a game. Also, one of the things I forgot to mention, which is kind of the point I'm trying to get at, the reason I picked Dredge is to zone off an area, have a sort of relaxed playtime, and Scuttle plays into that with the reload explosion, Abyss Spike does with the mine, and then Hurl doesn't really, which is why I don't grab it very often. I feel like I tried to explain that 3 different ways. Hopefully I got my point across. For game 2, we got Onslaught Magic Tar cards. We've got a Koga, a Dredge, a Tiberius, and a Pip. Bit of a weird team. And then for their side of Ruckus, a Tyra, a Maeve, a Genos, and a Strix. So we might get shredded here. Would be a good situation for Hurl again, but we're going to go for Abyss Spike in this one, and then the standard setup, and we'll go for Cauterize to start, and I'll probably not get Nimble. I think I want to get Death Hands next. So we've got Dragon Fangs, Combat Medic, Curse Revolver, Vicious Assault, a little bit weird, up against Luminary, Merciless, Aerial Assault, Rogue's Gambit, and Nocturnal, so super standard on their side, and then as is a little bit odd, we'll just go straight to blasting. I feel like I was a little bit slow to start spamming that. I think the Kness is just there at the back, or the Strix. We are actually weirdly holding the objective here. We're going to just spam some more left clicks over on the Tyra and the Ruckus, who's just dropped right in front of us. There's a Q, although I'm playing Abyss Spike, which I've already forgotten. Andro just battling the Maeve here. There's a reload which just missed. Can we deal with that? I did place that one really well, but she dashed out of the way of it at like the last second. I feel like I'm failing here, but can we get rid of her? Yes, I'm dead here though. Any second to teleport out of the grip from Genos. There is a reload. We'll throw the Q and right click. That was so weird, but it nearly worked. We actually would have got away there if it wasn't for the Strix, I think. Going some more Cauterize. We'll throw a Q there. We did hit him and put the mine a little bit further back than I wanted it to go. We'll throw over some more left clicks. We did just kill the Tyra somewhat by accident. I feel like that happens all the time with Dredge, probably more than any other character. Did throw the Q just there. We're going to lock off the left area, just hit somebody for a K. I think it might have been the Ruckus. I don't know. We'll throw some more just through that little slit there. There we go. Not looking too good. Tyra's running up. Do we go for the ult? Oh no, spamming further right. She's just running into my stuff. That's a free double. Hell yeah, that's the General's going for the ult really weirdly. Went back to spawn, finished off our Cauterize. We're actually even. I thought we'd be losing this one pretty hard, but we managed to hold our own so far. Team's doing work. I'm not playing particularly well myself, but the team is putting in effort. We'll throw the Q just there. Thought we might walk around. We still might get the 1k with it if somebody runs down, but Maeve's just playing really weird. She might be a bot actually, I don't know. Tyra ulted. We did get some damage there sort of by accident. We'll just throw some more Qs. Andra picking up the kill. We'll throw some up there. Lock off the doorway a bit. We'll throw a Q at the steps. Seems like they're all just on right side. We'll throw some right clicks just randomly. Okay, yeah, just spam some more of them. Why not? Did actually get rid of the Genos there. Don't know how it happened, but again, just picking up random bypasser kills with Dredge. I think they might actually have 2 DCs. Yeah, they do. It's actually a 3v5. That's disgusting. There goes They may have any second, I reckon. Okay, I guess I won't tips. Hi-Rez just get a triple. Fine. That would definitely explain why this game has been so messy. It is a 3v5, so they actually don't have a Tyra, or I think DC'd after the Mave. I don't know though. Yeah, it's 3v5. It's kind of like rubbish here. There goes the Mave and the Tyra. They're just running and feeding us kills. I don't know why the bots are so bad on this map specifically, but I think even if it was a 5v5, we would have won it. Kind of shitty having a 3v5 here. Doesn't even feel good to win, to be honest. Pretty much just been sat on the point spamming stuff. The bots just keep running in the same way every single time. It's kind of atrocious. My entire team is on massive streaks, but for some reason I'm specifically on 16. I guess because I've been playing kind of safe, but like I should have been sniped out at least once. There goes the Mave. Generals with the ult. We are out of that. For some reason I move myself in my actual chair whenever I feel like I'm going to get hit in the game. That's so goddamn dumb. I feel like I've been doing that since I was a kid. We dodged it though. We got rid of the Strix as well, who pushed in on me for once, but sadly wasn't able to get the kill. I say sadly just because I kind of want them to at least do something. There is an ult completely wasted because that's already just both of them gone. Dredge just doing flips. We'll throw the Q there on the steps. We'll get some bounces. I think he is just sat in the corner, right? So that might get me something. Oh, he's going to finally move, of course, the second I start to actually get the angle on it. There is the F. Strix pushing in with the pistol because I think he knows it's a gone game. I'm dead. At least he got rid of me once, and there is the victory. Very well timed. Bit of a shitty game too, but still a pretty good showcase for Dredge, although not really Abyss Spike. Our spam worked out quite well. We picked up a bunch of accidental kills, and like actually showed him off relatively well. 10-2, yeah, 51k. Quite happy with that. Very similar to game 1, weirdly. Shouts to the teams. It's always a bit of a shame playing a game with DCs, but 2-on-1 team is even more rough than usual. I don't think that happens very often, but yeah, there we go. That was Dredge. I was going to do a game 3, but I feel like both of those did a good enough job of demonstrating what I was trying to show you guys. Pick up Dredge whenever I just want to have a chill time, blasting an objective and running around causing a bit of a mess. He's a very hectic character. He can be a bit of an easy kill for certain flankers and damages and, you know, even tanks actually. I'd say he's a very entry-level character whilst also having a pretty high skill ceiling. I have the best time with him in Onslaught, although he works fine in TDM. And Siege, I'd say Siege is a bit of a tougher situation for him, as it tends to be with a lot of characters. But yeah, thank you for watching. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know where you want to see me next. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. And as always, stay Frost, stay.